Hello and welcome to the heart of Dubai. We're at the Zabeel Stadium and we're getting ready for the semi-final of the AFC Champions League 2, the West region. It's Al Nassr of Saudi Arabia against Al Ahli of Qatar. It's all about tonight for these two sides. As we look at conditions, it's warm. There is a little bit of a breeze blowing. There was a hot wind this afternoon. That's relented, thankfully. But players will still find conditions challenging. And the two sides tonight, well, one of the teams will be seeing the end of the road in this year's competition. And for the other, the winner of this tie, it'll be all about reaching the final against Gamba Osaka of Japan. And that final is set for May the 16th. Both teams here are unbeaten in this competition this season, but only one of them can remain that way after the upcoming action. Who's it going to be? Well, they both won their quarter-finals on this ground on Sunday. Al Nassr were absolutely imperious in the way they brushed aside the challenge of the UAE side Al Wasl, winning by 4-0. And then a couple of hours after that, there was a victory for Al Ahli. They beat Al Hussein of Jordan by 3-1. They had a late penalty there that just pushed out the scoreline a little bit. That was a very competitive game indeed. What can we expect this evening, I wonder? Neither of these two sides has won this competition previously. In fact, neither of them has actually taken part in this competition before. For Al Nassr, you can see the massed ranks of their fans here this evening. They're hoping for a double of sorts because they're well clear in the Saudi Pro League this season. They're 8 points ahead of Al Hilal with 5 rounds of matches to go. So wouldn't they just love to win the title for the first time since 2019 and also add to that this competition as well. As for Al Ahli, well, they've had something of a disastrous season domestically. They lie 9th in the 12-team Qatar Stars League with 1 round of matches to go. So this would be very much a tonic for them to get to the final and to rescue a season that hasn't had an awful lot going for it, if truth be told. In January, they were here in the United Arab Emirates to win the UAE Qatar Challenge Cup. They beat Al Jazeera, the Abu Dhabi side. It finished 1-1, and they won 4-3 on penalties. Can they secure another success this evening? The vast majority of the crowd who've made their way here tonight definitely supporting Al Nassr. When the players ran out today for their warm-ups, it was a huge cheer for the Al Nassr players, and particularly Cristiano Ronaldo, and a lot less than that, shall we say, for the Al Ahli players when they came out for their warm-ups. There are the Al Ahli players waiting in the tunnel, waiting to come out, waiting for what should be an absolutely cracking encounter this evening. Playing surface, as is always the case here at the Zabeel Stadium, in lovely condition. We had a big crowd here on Sunday, something close to capacity for the 2 quarter-finals that took place. And we've got a big crowd in this evening too, not quite as large as we had on Sunday, but it is a working day here in the United Arab Emirates. Pitch received a watering about 4 hours before the scheduled kickoff, and it's just received another sprinkle now after the players have finished their warm-ups. The Al Ahli fans on their feet, getting ready for the arrival of the 2 sets of players and the match officials, and that is going to happen very, very soon. Already the Al Ahli substitutes on their bench. A lot of excitement around the venue here. It's been a real treat to have these matches here in the United Arab Emirates over the last few days. There's Jorge Jesus, coach of Al Nassr. What a job he's done this season. They're 18 games unbeaten, 18 successive wins they've had since they lost to Al Hilal on the 12th of January. They really have been in outstanding form. Can they make it 19 wins in a row now this evening? Those fans certainly believe. Can Al Ahli buck the trend? Here comes the AFC flag, followed by our match officials and the two teams. Al Ahli players in the predominantly white strip with green trim, and Al Nassr wearing their yellow shirts with dark shorts. Sadio Mane, Senegal striker, bringing up the rear. Eric Exposito, Spanish striker for Al Ahli, who scored after just 65 seconds in that quarter-final on Sunday. Two coaches, brief greeting between those two, Jorge Jesus and also Yunus Ali of Al Ahli. Time now for the AFC Champions League 2 competition anthem. Players lining up for that. Cristiano Ronaldo wearing the armband this evening for Al Nassr, scored his first goal in the competition on Sunday. Should have scored another one too, missed a header from point-blank range. He opened the scoring in that demolition of Al Wasl and really set the tone for everything that followed. They were 3-0 up inside the first half hour, Al Nassr, and after that, well, it was a little bit of a stroll for them. Handshakes all round now, high fives, fist bumps between the two sets of players and the match officials. And very shortly we will be underway in this AFC Champions League 2 semi-final here in the West region between Al Ahli Doha and Al Nassr. Let's have a look at the lineups then. And we start off looking at the Al Nassr team, and Jorge Jesus has selected exactly the same starting 11 as played here on Sunday. It includes Cristiano Ronaldo and also number 21, Kingsley Coman, French winger who came off at half-time. Nawaf Bouchal, number 12. He was an unsung hero with his constant marauding down the right. They've conceded just 2 goals in 9 matches with 7 clean sheets. Can they manage another shutout tonight, I wonder? Two captains, Cristiano Ronaldo on the left and Driss Fatoui on the right, the Moroccan. Choi Hyun Jae is our referee from the Republic of Korea. It's his second match in the competition this season. Here's the Al Ahli Doha lineup, and just like Al Nassr, Al Ahli are unchanged from the side that won 3-1 against Al Hussein. Number 14, Dutch midfielder Michel Vlap. He scored a penalty to wrap up the win. He's got 6 goals in the competition this season. And Julian Draxler, he scored in Sunday's win too, number 7. He scored here in January when Al Ahli beat Al Jazeera in that UAE Qatar Challenge Cup as well. Toss of the coins happened, change of ends for the two teams. Final words among the players. So William Trost Ekong, number 5, one of the big central defenders for Al Ahli, having his say. There's Marwan Badrelin, the goalkeeper. And his opposite number, Bento, was absolutely fantastic in what he had to do, and he didn't have to do an awful lot, in all fairness, in the quarter-final. Almost time to get underway then. Here we go, and Ahli get us started in the predominantly white strip, kicking from left to right on your screens in the first half. Straight away, Marwan Sharif Badrelin under a little bit of pressure there from Ronaldo, manages to get the ball away. Mane dispossessed by Fatoui. Good early run from him. Out to this near side, Siku Sane. Picked up by number 16, Robin Teehee. Finnish defender. And a shot from distance just over the top from Fatoui. Good positive start that from Ahli. Getting into the game early. Not sitting back at all. It's surely got to be the way to play against Al Nassr. Al Wasl were very passive on Sunday, and they paid the ultimate price for that. There's Jorge Jesus, vast experience, taking over as Al Nassr coach last summer. It was after a period in charge of Al Hilal. His opposite number, Yunus Ali, only appointed in November of last year. Challenge from Brozovic. Ibrahima Diallo not too impressed. Ronaldo to Mane on this near side. Checks back. Mane's through. A good save. Terrific stop by Badrelin. It was almost the perfect beginning for Al Nassr. The goalkeeper spread himself really effectively. Yassane felt he was fouled. Mane's through again. Lays the ball back to Brozovic, who gets the shot in. Blocked by Teehee. Mane again. This time his attempted cross is blocked by Ekong Trost. And that's going to be a corner. It looked there as though Mane was in an offside position. But nothing was given. And that's the save from Badrelin. Terrific stop from him. Mane, I think, looking at that expression, feels he should have scored. So the first corner of the evening goes to Al Nassr. Swung into the near post. Vlap was there to get the block in. Goes for a throw-in. João Felix, is he going to take the throw? No, he's going to leave it by the looks of things to Inigo Martinez. Martinez, who scored in that quarter-final on Sunday. One of 3 goals in the first 27 minutes. Coman dispossessed, Kingsley Coman. Flicked inside by Exposito, and he gets the return ball from Vlap, who stayed down. Exposito facing a wall of yellow and black, but he retains possession. Does well there. Lead out to the far side by Doumbia. Exposito is down. What's the referee doing here? Oh, he's given a yellow card to Inigo Martinez. See Fatui really upset with the challenge on Vlap a little earlier. A lot of protestations taking place. Let's see if we can make out what happened here. And there was the foul from Martinez. Now, has the referee given a penalty here? It looked as though he pointed in that general direction towards the penalty spot. Martinez has got a yellow card. Ronaldo just checking with the referee. He's the skipper, you can see, with the armband. We do have VAR, and they are checking for the penalty. VAR official from the Republic of Korea is Chae Sang-hyub. So it's going to be Draxler who'll take the penalty if it's confirmed. Well, real drama here at the start of this match. VAR check is finished and the penalty is confirmed. So it's going to be Draxler against Bento. Draxler trying to stay calm, not looking at Bento at all. Scored 1 goal in the competition this season. That was in the quarter-final. Oh, and Bento saved! And he saved the follow-up as well. Terrific stop from the goalkeeper. He guessed the right way, and that's the reaction from the Al Nassr fans. Let's have another look at the spot kick now. It was struck reasonably firmly, but it was well within the compass of the goalkeeper. Terrific save and a great reaction as well to get up quickly and smother the possible rebound. Oh yes, great goalkeeping. Not the best penalty you'll ever see, but it needed to be stopped, and it was. Oh, what a letdown for Ahli. Esposito, the man fouled, and at the other end now, João Felix lays the ball back. And it was Coman coming in across the 6-yard box. Got the contact, but this time it was Badrelin who made the save. You just can't take your eyes off this match in the early stages. And now there's a card for Vlap. So a card apiece so far. Martinez yellow carded for his foul that led to the penalty. And now here's an opportunity for Angelo to cut the ball back. Mane, Brozovic. Goodness me, this match has started at 1,000,000 miles an hour. João Felix, Mane, Angelo with a cutback shot from Ronaldo. Esposito battling away there with Mohamed Simakan. It's a good physical contest between those two. There's Simakan, who had a fine game on Sunday in the quarter-final. Sane does well to keep that in on this near side. Mazy run from him, gets the shot in and scores! Oh yes! That's a fantastic finish, it really is. Well, they've missed a penalty, but they've found the back of the net now. Sekou Yassane with the finish, with his left foot right into the corner. Only the third time that Bento's been beaten in this competition. He had so much work to do here. Yassane managed to keep the ball in play first of all, up against Martinez, a jinking run, and then a fine finish. That was tremendous play. He had opportunities in that quarter-final on Sunday. He passed them up, but he saved his best for the semi-final tonight, no doubt about that. And look at the reaction off the bench there. Tremendous stuff. And Ahli hit the front. Even among the Al Nassr fans, there's appreciation. Understandably so, because that was a fantastic goal. It really was. All his own work. And now at the other end, Angelo's through. Cuts the ball back and Coman scores. It's 1-1. What a match this is. That lead lasting less than 60 seconds. Not for the first time this evening. Al Nassr finding some joy on the left-hand side. Earlier it was Mane, this time it was Angelo. Through on goal. They got the offside trap completely wrong there, did Ahli. And Coman in off the right wing, in the right place at the right time. A really good finish that, actually, the way he opened his body up. Mane, who had been so much of a threat earlier on the right wing, this time turns provider for Angelo. Really clever play from him, drawing the goalkeeper. And then Coman, first-time finish. He made it look easy. It was anything but that, as he had to open his body up. Finds the back of the net and makes it 1-1. Oh, what a tremendous start to this match. Both sides look intent on attacking. And long may that continue. Fatui gets the ball out to that far side. Draxler cuts inside. He's missed a penalty this evening, remember, already. Yassane battling away, retains possession, does well. Ball forward is beyond Draxler. Breathless stuff here, though, at the Zabeel Stadium. You can see there. Fatui even touching his chest, just trying to gather his breath, gather his thoughts, compose himself. It was the frantic pace of this match in the first 13 minutes or so has really provided entertainment deluxe. Chance for us all to draw a breath here. Is Abdullah Al-Amri gets the ball out to Martinez. Mane inside to Ronaldo, who's come deep to receive. Simakan has got the outlet of Bouchal outside him. There he is on the ball. He really was fantastic on Sunday with his runs on that right-hand side. I'm sure the Al Ahly coaching staff will have paid attention to that. Clearance by Tihi. Oh, well done by Vlap. Nicks the ball nicely and gets it out to this near side to Exposito. Tries to get the ball through there to Yassane, not able to do so. And there's room now for Mane. He checks back. Brozovic out to that far side to Bouchal. Brozovic again. He's dispossessed. Now Ahli can come forward. Draxler. It's almost like a basketball match, this. One end to the other. Yassane looking for Draxler. Great defending from Al Amri. At full stretch there to make that interception, and he had to do so. Angelo can move forward now. Creator of the first goal. But Exposito nicks the ball off him. Sweeps the ball into the area. Fatui out to the far side. Yassane. Back to Fatui. Ekong Trost. Exposito did really well there to bring that ball under control. He was caught, I think, by Mane, and that's why he stayed down. Full-blooded stuff in the middle of the pitch. Referee says play on. Here's an opportunity and here's a goal. It's Coman again, and it's 2-1. This match goes from good to better. Oh yes. Well, they're not happy, the Al Ahly players. They feel there was a foul in the build-up. Nothing was given, and Coman took full advantage. And they were a goal down, and now they're a goal up. Coman just shaping to shoot with his right, checked inside. There's the dummy, getting away from Ekong Trost. And then an unerring finish past Badrilin. Little look up to see where he was. Amraoui was trying to get across. The goal is being checked though. Was there a foul in the build-up? On-field referee allowed play to continue. And he's going to come across to the monitor. You see Ronaldo's reaction there. The referee's been advised to check. This was the challenge that was made on Ibrahima Diallo. And when you look at that, you can understand why the Al Ahly players are perhaps a little bit unhappy. I think this goal is going to be ruled out. It was Brozovic with the challenge. Diallo going down. Yes, and there's no way that Brozovic has got the ball there. If he has got the ball, he's gone through the man to do so. You can see Fatui's reaction. He feels that's a certain foul. And I have to say, I share his opinion. What's the referee going to decide here? No goal, and I think that's fair enough too. It's a free kick to Al Ahly. Brozovic looks crestfallen, but I'm sure if he saw the pictures we've just seen, he'd understand that decision. See, he didn't get the ball at all there. say, on the evidence that we've seen, it's a fair enough decision. So we're back to 1-1. Goodness me, this match has had just about everything, and we're not even 20 minutes in yet. Disallowed goal, 2 goals, penalty that was saved. What more have we got in store tonight, I wonder? Reminder, this is a one-off game in order to get to the final against Gamba Osaka of Japan. So if we're still level at 90 minutes, we go to 30 minutes of extra time, and then potentially we have penalties. It's a long way in the future, though, as Mane looks to move away again on this left-hand side. Tihi being tested. The left has proved a very fertile hunting ground for Al Nassr so far. Mane's gone down. Esposito comes away with the ball. Good challenge from Brozovic this time to win it back. Mane is up, just off your screen. He's moving again. Joe Felix out to Mane. Got Tihi to run to. In the end, he was looking for Angelo, couldn't find him. Just wonder if Al Ahli will look at a little bit of a tactical switch here, because Al Nassr are running at Tihi in this full-back position, really making his life an absolute misery. Just wondering if Al Ahli can perhaps double up on this right-hand side for them. Sane not able to bring that into control after his earlier outstanding solo effort. One in the air there by Diallo. Picked up then by Doumbouya. Here is Diallo again. Doumbouya playing at left wing back this evening, number 24. Tries to win the throw-in, not able to do so. Mane, who's now in a central position. Oh yes! What a lovely finish that was by Angelo. Mane had drifted in field, picked up the loose ball after it was given away rather carelessly by Al Ahli on that far side. He fed Angelo, and what a great first-time finish that was, right into the corner of the net. This is a game that just keeps giving. Have a look at this. What a good strike that was. Great intelligent run across the defence. Goalkeeper came out. There was nothing he could do. Tremendous left foot. Right into the heart of the net. Angelo celebrates. And Al Nassr, well, they thought they'd taken the lead a little earlier when Coman struck, only for the goal to be ruled out. They have taken the lead again now. I'll say again, of course, they were 1-0 down. Now they're 2-1 up. Goodness me, we're only halfway through the first half. What more has this match got to offer us? What more has this half got to offer us? And what response can we see now from Al Ahli? A punch in the stomach for them. Missed a penalty this evening already. Reminder, both these teams unbeaten in the competition this season. And Emery with the long clearance as Ronaldo stayed on side. Mane sees an opportunity to go to the dead ball line. Flap just trod on the ball accidentally, I think, but it's all worked out well for him. Yassane feeding for Tui. Draxler on the far side. Lovely skill from him. Lays the ball back to Flap. Took a deflection. It's gone behind for the corner. Ahli looking dangerous. Really good counter-attack from them. Lovely skill from Draxler out on the left-hand side. There was the shot from Vlap, and it was Brozovic in the way. So a corner for Ahli. Referee just holding play up. Making sure there's no pushing and shoving. Tihi, I think, was getting involved with Bento there. Tui will take the corner. Hooks it in with his left foot. Bento got hands to it, managing to punch it away at the second attempt. And in the end, Diallo trying to get the ball back to a teammate. Instead sends it out for Al Nassr goal kick. So Ahli Doha trailing. Part of this match, they only trailed for 56 minutes in the whole competition this season. It was then going behind twice to Sepahan of Iran in the round of 16 first leg. They battled back though on 2 occasions to draw 2-2. And then they won the second leg 1-0, and Sane the goal scorer in extra time. This is the 43rd match of the season for Ahli, number 37 for Al Nassr. Dumboya conceding the throw-in on that far side. It's one round of matches for Ahli to go in the Qatar Stars League this season. Eminently forgettable campaign for them after finishing 4th last term. Currently 9th in the league. Really good atmosphere here at the Zabeel Stadium this evening. Having said that, you almost feel as though the crowd is drawing breath at the moment, and the players too, actually. The tempo of the match in the last couple of minutes has just subsided a fraction. Hardly surprising, given the breathless nature of the beginning of this encounter. Martinez to Mane. Oh, it's an errant pass from him for Tui. His pass is cut out by Simakan. Felix finds Bouchard. Coman cutting in off the wing. Just shows too much of that though to Diallo. Oh, that's a poor pass from Diallo. Just manages to make amends, although Angelo has stayed down. Yassane. Can't get through that yellow wall of Martinez. Angelo's up on his feet again now. Martinez in his first season at Al Nassr, joined from Barcelona in August of last year. A couple of seasons there. Former Athletic Bilbao and Real Sociedad player. Simakan under pressure, has to go back. Finds Al-Amri. Here's Martinez again. Veteran defender at 34. Coleman's come across to the left wing now. It's been put out of play, just so the players can have a bit of refreshment, and also Simakan can get some treatment. That was the opening goal, scored by Ansane. Wonderful strike, cutting in off the right-hand side, scoring with his left foot. But the lead lasted, well, barely a minute before Angelo cut that one back for Coleman to make it one apiece. Coleman then scored again 5 minutes later, or he thought he did, only for the goal to be ruled out on a VAR review. And on 23 minutes, Angelo scored, set up by Mane, and of course all that ignores the fact that Draxler had a penalty which was saved by Bento in the first 5 minutes. Simakan is coming off after receiving some treatment. Animated as he does so. He's not moving all that freely, in all fairness. Looks as though he wants to change his boots as well. Players have been taking on liquid and indeed instruction from their coaches during that break. It's very common in this part of the world, certainly here in the United Arab Emirates, at the start of a season and indeed at the back end of a season around now, that we do have cooling breaks after half an hour or so of each half. And sportingly, after Al Nassr put the ball out for the treatment for Simakan, Al-Ali give the ball back, and well, the compliments returned there by Martinez. Straight to Insani. Simakan is now back on the pitch. Complete with a fresh new pair of boots. Diallo goes back to his goalkeeper, Badrulin. 3 clean sheets for him in the competition this season. Simakan commits a foul. Exposito, the player, down. So he was wrestling the big Spaniard, getting his arms around him. The referee took exception to that. Easy enough for Bento. 12 clean sheets for him this season in 16 appearances in the Saudi Pro League. Ronaldo, back to Angelo. Coleman just having to check his run there. Mane. Angelo looking to go outside, no joy there. Lovely movement though by the Al Nassr players, and it was in the end Mane picking up his own pass, primarily because of concern over the offside. Joe Felix, Al-Amri, Simakan, Martinez. Mane again, he's seen an awful lot of the ball in these early stages. Coman, who's come across to the left-hand side, having started on the right. Felix to inject a little bit of pace, not able to do so for Tui, who's sat in the middle of the pitch for Ahli. He's been behind a lot of the good work that they've done. Long ball forward though on that occasion, not successful, easily cut out by Bouchal. Ronaldo springing the offside trap. Little flick for Coman. Just hesitated with his cross. Was looking for the perfect ball and couldn't find it. Vlap tidying up. And then Ekong Trost getting the clearance away. The pressure continuing. Al Nassr come again. Mane once more. Finds Angelo. Gets the crossover once more, and it's ricocheted off João Felix. In fact, it's gone behind for a corner. No, the flag was up on that far side. So it's going to be a free kick for Ahli. Let's have another look at it now. Touch and go, wasn't it, as to whether Angelo was onside. Ricocheted off João Felix. His was the last touch, looking at that replay. That didn't really matter at all. It was Coman's run. Looks as though it had gone out of play on that occasion. The wide men really are causing some problems, Al Nassr, for the Ahli defence. Exposito. Okay, deep, but Sane is there. And the ball's given away to Ronaldo. Coman can run at the defenders again. Fancied a shot. In the end, he was trying to set up Mane. Gets another bite at the cherry. Mane against Tihi. Angelo. Mazy run from him, and in the end, good defence from Tihi. Gets the ball behind for a corner. Goodness me, he'll sleep well tonight, I reckon. He's been given the run around on this near side. Meanwhile, Bento is down. I'm not quite sure why. He's just outside his own area. He's got to his feet, and he says he's okay now. A lot of chat this season about goalkeepers going down, just to allow tactical switches and conversations to take place. He says he's okay. Meanwhile, while you're watching that, there's another change of boots for Simakan. Those he changed into previously, obviously not satisfactory. So he's now switching to an orange pair. João Felix trying to stay cool. As I mentioned at the outset of the broadcast, it is a warm evening here in Dubai. Simakan's transformation is complete. New boots on. And we're all set for a corner for Al Nassr on this near side. Felix will take it. Swings it in towards the near post. Good goalkeeping. Punched away by Badrulin. It really was an excellent delivery. Tested the goalkeeper at his near post. Nassr fans at the top of your screen are the ones making all the noise at the moment. Great entertainment we've had in this first half, though. There's the possession statistics in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Mane does well to retain possession there. And then he gives the ball away to Vlap. A give and go with Yasane. Draxler. Yasane. Exposito. Lovely ball in. Good defending though by Bouchal. Vlap can't retain possession. Mane picks up the scraps. Good control by number 79, João Felix. Bouchal can race forward now. He's got Coman outside him. Goes for the return ball. Half-hearted appeals for handball from the Al Nassr fans. Inside the last 5 minutes then of normal time at the end of this first half. You would imagine there would be at least 4, maybe 5 minutes added on. We've had a couple of injury stoppages. There's been the change of boots for Simakan. And a cooling break at that same time too. And we've had a couple of VAR checks also. Bouchal. João Felix lofts the ball in over the head of Ronaldo. Mane can pick up the scraps. Angelo trying to clip the ball in towards his captain. It'll be a throw-in to Al Nassr. Angelo again. Attempting a jinking run, looking to get the better of Diallo. Gets his cross over. But to no great effect. Given away by Ahli. Mane. Good run from him. Gets the crossover. Good work from Amraoui. Ayoub Amraoui, number 88. Under 23 international. Did that stay in play? Referee's assistant on this near side says yes. Al-Amri, one of the goal scorers in Sunday's quarter-final. Martinez. Angelo out to Mane. Angelo once more. Loses control there though, and Vlap picks up the loose ball. Finds Doumbouya. Contrast. It's Amraoui on the ball there. Inside to Esposito. He's looking to get the ball out to Draxler on the far side. Unsuccessful on that occasion. Brozovic really enjoyed himself against Al Wassel on Sunday. Prompt to supreme he was on that occasion. Good defending from Tihi, sticking close to Mane on that occasion. Martinez. Policed there by Yassane. Switch of play by João Felix, and a good switch too. Bouchal has wide open spaces to run into. He's got Coman outside him. He'll continue his run. Coman will cut inside. Trying to find Ronaldo. He wasn't able to make the most of that situation. Inside the last minute of normal time. Esposito holds the ball up well there. Finds Draxler. Draxler with the run on goal, and he's through. Oh, what a great effort from Draxler, and a superb bit of defending from Al-Amri. It looked certain that it was going to be 2-2 there, and Al-Amri had other ideas. Have a look at this. Draxler at full tilt, getting away from Bouchal. He went round the goalkeeper. And how about that for defending? Draxler can't believe it. Al-Amri celebrating as if he scored a goal. Tremendous defending. Psychologically so important at the back end of the first half. Cross coming in from the corner. In the end, the flag's gone up on this near side. Minimum of 7 minutes to be played at the end of this first half. How significant is that defending going to be, though, by Al-Amri? Ekong Troust getting up. A little bit of argy-bargy in the penalty area, but an offside had already been given. Time for either side to strike again before half-time. Mane into the area, going for the return ball, swept away by Ekong Troust. Vlap out to Exposito. He's got 3 men up with him. One of them is Yassane. The ball wasn't a good one for Tui. Picks up the loose ball and finds Draxler. Good skill from him. Retains possession. Gets the ball back to Fatui. He gets the cross in, and again it's Al-Amri. Wonderful defending. If he hadn't got there then Vlap surely would have headed in for 2-2. That really is 2 outstanding defensive contributions from the big number 5. A lot has been made of Al Nassr's goal-scoring ability in this competition. They've got 30 goals. They've also had 15 different scorers. Defending like that, and working well at both ends of the pitch. Corner then for Al Ahli. Oh, it's hit the crossbar. Fantastic effort to try and swing that one in from Fatui. Danger's still not gone. Exposito. In the end, he's crowded out and pushes over Bouchal. Well, Al Ahli, they're 2-1 down, but they've missed a penalty. Some last-ditch defending by Al-Amri on 2 occasions, and now they've hit the crossbar. It didn't just clip the crossbar either, did it? It gave it a good old thump. And there was no one more relieved about that than Bento. Just got stuck under the ball a little bit there. What a great effort that was. A tremendous dead ball delivery from Fatui. Ronaldo in the end gets the free kick. The referee had to think about that. Diallo, the man penalised. In fact, it's Angelo who's gone down. Yellow card apiece in the first half. Martinez, who was penalised for a foul on Exposito that drew a penalty that Al Ahli missed. And then Vlap also found his way into the referee's notebook. He was yellow carded too. It really has been the first half of wonderful entertainment. You simply haven't been able to take your eyes off this match. So we get more of the same in the second half. Still a minimum of 2.5 minutes to go in this first half, though, so Plenty more is possible. Martinez attempted clearance, not a particularly good one. Flag's gone up on this near side for an offside. Exposito a little bit confused about it. That's why, though. Excellent decision by the referee's assistant. Long ball forward by Simakan. Here come Trost there. Angelo looking for Coman, couldn't find him. Referee says play on there. Exposito hits the turf. Certainly have to give some credit to Choi Hyun-jae in this first half. He's let the game flow. He's certainly not been whistle happy. The result is we've seen some tremendous entertainment. Mane, Coman, out to Bouchal. Hasn't really had much opportunity to test his pace on that right-hand side, as he did against Al-Wassel. He gets the ball again now, though. Brozovic, João Felix, turn of pace from him, finds Bouchal. He can measure across and does so, and it's just over João Felix's head. In fact, it may even have brushed his hair. Lovely delivery, oh so close to a third goal for Al Nassr. João Felix whips the ball over again, yes! It's in, and it's Coman. So now Al Nassr have some breathing space right at the end of this first half. João Felix the provider. The ball was pinballing around inside that area, and Coman, what wonderful reactions. João Felix wasn't picked up from the throw-in. Didn't he do well to turn, though? Really good cross. And it was unlucky for Fatui. He got the block in. Went straight to Coman. Into the roof of the net. And that is the last action of this first half. The first half that really has been, well, entertainment on a very high level. Remember, Al Ahli took the lead through Yansane, and that was after they'd missed a penalty. But the lead lasted, well, just about a minute before Coman struck. He then had a goal disallowed. Angelo made it 2-1 to Al Nassr halfway through the first half. And then Coman popped up right at the death there to give Al Nassr a 2-goal advantage as we reach the half-time interval. So, plenty more entertainment to come, I'm sure, here at the Zabeel Stadium. Half-time, it's Al Ahli 1, Al Nassr 3. Welcome back to the Zabeel Stadium, where we're getting ready for the second half of this AFC Champions League 2 semi-final in the West region. It's Al Nassr of Saudi Arabia against Ahli Doha of Qatar. And Al Nassr 3-1 up at the half-time interval, but that really doesn't tell anywhere near the whole story of the match. Al Nassr's goals from Kingsley Coman, a couple of goals for him, and Angelo as well. The lead was actually taken by Al Ahli in the first half, a wonderful solo goal from Yansani, but they also missed a penalty, did Al Ahli. Draxler was denied by a brilliant goal line clearance from Al Amri. Fatui hit the crossbar from a corner, and Al Nassr had a goal ruled out for a foul. Coman's strike there was ruled out after a VAR reference. Off we go then in the second half, with Al Nassr in the yellow shirts, playing from left to right on your screens. 3-1 to the good, and 45 minutes away from the final of this competition, where Gamba Osaka of Japan lie in wait on the 16th of May. Both sides unchanged at half-time. Let's hope the level of entertainment is unchanged as well, because that really was a fantastic first 45 minutes or so. Kingsley Coman, who was substituted at half-time in the quarter-final, going down there, but all's well, it appears. And Raoui back to his goalkeeper. Exposito does well, can't quite lay it off to Vlap though. Forward by Simakan, that'll be a free kick. Joe Felix going down. Clattered into by the captain of Al Ahli, Driss Fatui. Coman cutting in field, as he did on a few occasions in that first half. On a hat-trick as well, remember. A poor ball from him on that occasion, straight to Draxler. He must be wondering how on earth he didn't score in that first half. Missed a penalty and denied by a wonderful goal line clearance by Al Amri. Be oh so different from an Al Ahli perspective if those two opportunities had found the back of the net. The question is, have they got the stomach for the fight in this second half? Well, there's a collision there. Fatui is down. I think it's Coman that he's clattered into. Indeed it is. Both of them had their eyes on the ball. You can see that Fatui actually inadvertently, I'm sure, caught Coman with his left arm. Coman's the man who's up and about, and that's good to see both players having a smile. Free kick in the end, going the way of Al Nassr. And Brozovic, who hasn't been the influence that he was in the quarter-final this evening so far. Hasn't seen as much of the ball. Angelo to Ronaldo's over the top. He's frustrated. He had to take it first time. It was coming across at pace. He showed where he wanted the ball. He got it there. It was on the half volley. It was a really, really difficult ball to try and master, to get over the top of. In the end, he couldn't quite manage it. Here's Simakan. Still with those orange boots that he changed into during the first half. Bouchal. Joe Felix with a little flick. Great work from Fatoui to snuff the danger out, stop the ball getting through to Coman. Joe Felix goes down under challenge from the Ahli captain. He's frustrated. And that frustration is going to get a talking to. You can see there that the referee said that's a couple of fouls in a short space of time from you. And I think the next foul from Fatoui is going to see a yellow card. But all of a sudden there's a chance for Al Nassr. While you were watching that replay, it was Bouchal who raced through and Ronaldo couldn't apply the finishing touch. The Al Nassr fans animated. It was touch and go as to whether Bouchal was onside. And Ronaldo, well, you'd expect him to put that away. It was well, just beyond his stride pattern, it seemed. Couldn't quite get it right, that stride pattern, to step into the ball. Both sides have had so many opportunities to increase their goal tally this evening. It's been wonderful entertainment. There were 13 attempts on goal by the two teams in the first half. Al Nassr bossed possession 63%. As I've mentioned, Al Ahli could so easily have been 3 goals of their own in that first half, maybe even more. Simakan dispossessed on that far side, but he still keeps going. Gets the free kick in the end too. And Sane is the man who was back there challenging. You could see he just caught Simakan there. Nassr fans who are making all the noise at the moment. So Angelo surges forward, just loses control. Flat finds Exposito. Angelo. Joe Felix looking for the run of Ronaldo. Mane up against Tihi. Coman lifting the ball to the back post. Is it kept in play? Just about, yes, by Joe Felix, and just about is good enough. Bouchal. Coman. Bouchal lays the ball back again. And this time it's Ekong Trost who puts the ball behind for a corner. Should be Brozovic to come across and take that corner on this near side, commentary box side of the Zabeel Stadium. He's going to swing this one in, an outswinger with his right foot. Just about beats everyone. Ronaldo was up there jumping, and in the end it's going to be a free kick and a yellow card, in fact, against Simakan for that challenge. You can see the Al Ahli players are absolutely incensed. Fatoui, the captain, doing his best to perhaps get a little bit more than a yellow card. Let's see if we can make out what happened here. It was Amraoui who got a kick in the head in the end. Those orange boots that we've referred to. Simakan yellow carded. You can see that the Al Ahli players feeling there should be a little bit more to it than that. I think the referee is receiving some communication from his colleague in VAR. And the decision is that the yellow card stands. No further action. Acrobatic stuff from Simakan. It could have cost him dear. Flat dispossessed. Mane forward. Good defensive work from Amraoui, who's up and about. To that kick to the head. Mane again. Lays the ball back to Coman. Jinking run from him. Can't get through the white wall. Dumboya goes down the line, but not successfully towards Draxler. Brozovic sitting deep. Just about 10 minutes gone in the second half. It's as you were at half-time. Saudi Arabian side Al Nassr, top of the Saudi Pro League. Top of the shop this evening. 3-1 they lead, but plenty of time remaining. It's good defensive work. This near side by Amraoui. Flick inside by Diallo, but to no one in particular. In a white shirt again, Amraoui is in there, and then off the post, Mane. Wonderful strike from him from outside the area, almost trying to pass it into the corner of the net, but he caught it so sweetly. Goalkeeper was beaten, but not the upright. So close to a fourth goal for Al Nassr, and surely that would have been a major nail in the coffin for Al Ahli, but they escape. Still got that 2-goal deficit to overturn. Draxler gets the opportunity after Simakan's errant pass to move forward. Wants support outside him. He's got it from Exposito, but oh dear me. And a couple of players up with him there. Sane, also Vlap, and he couldn't pick them out, but have a look at that from Mane. What a strike. Beautiful hit with the inside of his right foot first time. Oh, so close to bending it in past the goalkeeper, but not quite able to do so. Oh, good skill from Coman. Finds Ronaldo. He's got Mane outside him. Ronaldo! Oh, that's a great block. Fantastic stuff. I think it's Amraoui. Hit him in the chest, I reckon. That was heading goalwards. Well, I think the flag might have gone up on this near side, so perhaps it wouldn't have counted. Let's have another look at it here now. Yes, you can see Coman absolutely in the way of the goalkeeper. Certainly interfering with play. But all the same, a tremendous block by Amraoui. Got his arms out of the way. No question about a handball there. But it was all immaterial anyway. Nicely done by Exposito, bringing that one down. Flat battling away. Draxler gets the ball out to the far side. Diallo's there. Yansani too. Yansani on the ball now. Inside to Draxler. Yansani tackling, not able to get a hold of Angelo, who can burst forward. Joe Felix, Angelo's continued his run. Bouchal, Ronaldo, he's got Mane outside him. Needed the earlier ball, I rather fancy, but Mane, can he make something of it? Yes, he can. He can get the shot in. Good block from Ekong Trost. Putting their bodies on the line, the Al Ahly defenders. Bouchal switched over to the left-hand side now. The effort from Mane, and here's the block from Ekong Trost. First change then is coming. And Bouchal is the man who's going to make way. Player coming on, Sultan Al Ghanam. Very experienced defender. He's an unused substitute in the quarter-final. He replaces Bouchal. Certainly hasn't had anywhere near the influence that he had in the quarter-final against Al Wasl, and he reigned supreme on the right-hand side. Ghanam came on as a substitute in the second leg of the round of 16. Played 14 minutes on that occasion. Foul, Martinez on Yansani. Yansani, the goal scorer for Al Ahly. A little bit profligate in front of goal on Sunday against Al Hussein, but what a goal he scored this evening. Here he is on the ball again now. Diallo. Draxler. Oh, it's a good ball in. In the end, Exposito couldn't quite get his run timed correctly, and was a little bit close to the goalkeeper, in all fairness. Bento gathered it. Just over the hour gone then. Still Al Nassr lead by 3-1. Can Al Ahly stage a comeback? Just feel the next goal is absolutely vital. If Al Nassr get it, then it's basically done and dusted, you would feel. If Al Ahly can get it, it really is game on. Coman races forward. Inside to the substitute, Al Ghanam. Mane's shot that was blocked is on the ball again now. Brozovic. Ghanam inside to Angelo. Coman is into the area, gets his shot in and scores. I think he's got cramp as a result of that, but he won't care because he's given his side a 3-goal advantage. And that's a hat-trick for Kingsley Coman. Cramping up in the immediate aftermath of finding the corner of the net. Really well-timed run, took the ball in his stride, and a tremendous finish with his right foot. It wasn't easy to take the ball in the first place with his left foot. Just got it into the area where he could take the shot, powerfully across the face of goal and into the corner of the net. And surely, is Al Nassr done and dusted now, and securing a place in the final of this competition. 3 goals then for Coman. And that's 6 for the competition for him. Acknowledging the cheers and applause from the main stand. And it's a long road back now for Al Ahli. So with just over 25 minutes to go, Al Nassr 3 goals to the good. Just wonder if Jorge Jesus is going to look at making a few changes now. But Exposito is through. Vlap, oh dear. Flag was up anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. Exposito was beyond the last defender, and that pass was played initially. Just went early with his run. Diallo's through ball. Well brought down by Exposito. And Vlap, high wide and not too handsome. Looks as though there's going to be a change, another change for Nassr. Looks like Ayman Yahya is waiting to come on. Certainly wouldn't surprise me if we've seen the last of Kingsley Coman, or we will be very shortly. Yes, indeed. Coman makes way, his last contribution to complete his hat-trick. Don't forget, he also had a goal disallowed. Ayman Yahya on then. He came on as a substitute in the quarter-final too. He's got 1 goal in this year's competition. That was against Istiklal of Tajikistan. Chance for a run for Al Ghanam, another one of Al Nassr's substitutes. It's going to be a corner. Kingsley Coman, great effort from him this evening. Some really tremendous finishes. And for that man there, Yunus Ali, coach of Al Ahli, he's got all the problems in the world now. Goal kick. 4-1 to Al Nassr. They've certainly been good value for a lead. Not sure that score truly reflects the nature of the game that we've seen. Yes, they've bossed possession, the men in yellow, but Al Ahli have certainly given as good as they've got as well. And on another day, they could have had more than the solitary goal that they've got. But it's all about putting the ball in the back of the net, and that's what Al Nassr have done very effectively this evening. Just about halfway through this second half, so 3/4 of the way through the 90 minutes, and it's all to do for Al Ahli now. So they look to come forward again through Sane. Fatui. Just to switch the play to this near side. Dumboya. Haven't seen much of him as an attacking player this evening. Flap's ball is cut out. Brozovic. Simakan. Angelo jinking away from Fatui. Mane. Ronaldo, finding himself out on the wing there. João Felix. Al-Ghanam. Brozovic. João Felix. Still no changes from Ahli. In one sense you can understand that. Players have been impressive this evening, but the scoreline, unfortunately, less so. Surely Ali will have to make a change or two, make it quickly. Nicely done by Al-Ghanam. But Draxler able to pick up the ball. Yellow wall in front of him prevents him making progress towards the Al Nassr goal. Two banks of four in front of him, you can see there, well defined. Gumboya cuts in field. Sane, Diallo, Flap. That's nicely done by Dumboya. Sane. Mane wins possession and gets the ball through to Ronaldo's through on goal. The flag's gone up though. Wouldn't have counted. He was beyond the last defender when the ball was played. Referee plays advantage though. And that's Pasito on that far side. In towards Vlap. Punched away by Bento. Draxler from distance. Straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. Inside the last 20 minutes. No side from Saudi Arabia or Qatar has ever won this competition. Previously known as the AFC Cup. Ronaldo with the flick on. Can't find Angelo. The outgoing defending champions are from the United Arab Emirates, where this match is taking place. Sharjah beat Lion City Sailors of Singapore in last year's final. Oh dear, Flap getting that one wrong. It was Bento with the punch. And then Draxler fancied his chances from distance, but Bento did well to get back into position quickly. Made that save look very comfortable, which of course it was in the end. Ball going out of play. Al-Ghanam not able to keep it inside the field. Plenty of positives this evening for Ahli, and indeed from the competition as a whole. There's positives in a season of primarily disappointment for them after their best ever Qatar Stars League finish last season. Fourth last term. Qualified for the AFC Champions League 2 for the first time. Place would normally go to the third place team. But Al Gharafa, who were third, qualified for an AFC Champions League elite spot by winning the Emir of Qatar Cup. So the AFC Champions League 2 place went to Al Ahli instead, and they've made the most of it. Getting to these semi-finals as Mane is pulled back. Tihi, the man doing the pulling. And the referee keeping his card in his pocket there. Another change is going to be coming for Al Ahli. It's going to be Saad Al Nassr, who's going to come on shortly by the looks of things. Number 96. Another free kick. Tihi again, the culprit. Saad Al Nassr, who came on in the quarter-final for Angelo. That was after 81 minutes, so looks as though he's going to be introduced a little bit earlier. And looks as though there's going to be a change as well for Al Ahli. Looks like Ahmed Rayad, number 41, is about to come on too. Came on as a substitute in the quarter-final and had 11 minutes then. Here's Mane. Up against Tihi. Ronaldo. Angelo. Ronaldo leaving that for Martinez. And tackling back. Exposito battling. Trost was there. It was going to be a triple change by Al Nassr with their final substitutes. But first of all, we're going to see the change from Al Ahli. The player coming off is Tihi. A host of changes as well for Al Nassr. Abdullah Al Kabari, number 17, is going to come on too, as is Abdullah Al Hamdan, number 9. Looks like Ronaldo is making way, along with Brozovic and João Felix. So some big hitters coming off for Al Nassr. We'll get Jesus feeling the job's pretty much done here. Ronaldo a bit frustrated, he couldn't find the back of the net this evening. Had the opportunities, couldn't quite take them. So all the changes made now for Al Nassr, 5, unless of course we go to extra time when they'll get the opportunity of a 6th substitution. That looks a long way away, certainly from an Al Ahli perspective. Got to find 3 goals in the last 12 minutes or so. It's asking a lot of them. Foul by Martinez. Draxler on this near side, our commentary position side, gets a free kick. Wrestling there from number 23, the substitutes this evening, Eamon Yaya. Boyer trying to get the crossover, wins the corner. In fact, it's Ahmed Rayad there, the substitute. Corner taken short. Lovely ball whipped in. Simakan with a defensive header. Diallo was the man who got the contact for Ahli. And a chance now for Angelo to race forward. It's a really good run from him. And it's number 5 for Al Nassr. Abdullah Al Hamdan. He's only been on the pitch for a couple of minutes and he's found the back of the net. Created though by Angelo. A wonderful run from him down the left-hand side. And Abdullah Hamdan was the happy recipient of that hard work. 5-1. And it really is a stroll in the park now for Al Nassr. But look at this run from Angelo. And good work from Abdullah Al Hamdan to move towards the near post, to be there, to receive the ball and slot it in as calm as you like with his left foot. Lovely work from Angelo. Great run, but also managed to draw the keeper. And it was pretty much an empty net for Abdullah Al Hamdan to slot that ball into. 3 goals for him this season in the Saudi Pro League. And a second goal for him in this year's AFC Champions League 2. There's the possession statistics in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Al Nassr, 65% of the ball. As I've mentioned already, it doesn't really do them justice, Al Ahli, this scoreline. It could get a little bit worse as well. They've got a couple of substitutes waiting to come on. Mansour, number 20, and Suhaib Ghanan, number 29. Ghanan's run in injury time on Sunday led to the penalty. It gave them their 3rd goal in the 3-1 win over Al Hussein. Good work from Marwan Sharif. Badrilin off his line quickly to clear the danger there. Vlap. Draxler. Al Ahli can find a goal or two here. It'll be nothing more than a consolation, you would say, but they've contributed to a thoroughly entertaining match. Flat force back. Here come Trost. And Rowe. Diallo. Dumboya. Trost. Through ball, looking for the run of Exposito. Good work in the end by Al Amri. He made a couple of really important defensive contributions in the first half. Those certainly shouldn't be overlooked. Very different match if he hadn't first of all blocked on the line from Draxler and then got an all-important header away from Vlap when a cross was coming in, and it looked absolutely certain that Vlap would apply the finishing touches. Free kick. Referee right on the spot there to see the trip by Diallo on Angelo, and Diallo gets a yellow card. With that interruption, it allows the changes to be made. Draxler going off. Placed by Hamed Mansour. And Vlap also making his way off the pitch. Mansour will slot into midfield. He's taking the place of Vlap, and Suhaib Gannon probably slot in on the left-hand side in place of Draxler. The race is run, you feel now, though, for Al Ahly. So Al Nassr can look forward to the final, you would say now, on the 16th of May. Can they become the first Saudi Arabia side to win this competition, a competition that was originally known as the AFC Cup before it was rebranded. Competition that over the years, since it started in 2004, has been won by teams from 11 different countries. Those countries: Kuwait, Iraq, Jordan, Syria, Bahrain, Lebanon, Uzbekistan, Malaysia, Oman, Australia, and of course the United Arab Emirates, with Sharjah as the outgoing defending champions. Nassr will be back in domestic action in a week's time against Al Ahly. They're the defending champions of the AFC Champions League Elite. And the other games that Al Nassr have got domestically in the remainder of the season: Al Qadsiya, Al Shabab, Al Hilal on the 12th of May. It's 4 days before the final of this competition, and then finally Damak on the 21st of May. That's their last league match. But, they are 8 points ahead of Al Hilal, so it looks as though they're going to get their first league title since 2019. And Sane with the ball all the way over to the far side. Sane continued his run, couldn't quite get on the end of the return pass. Just one more fixture for Al Ahly this season. That's against Salal, an away game in 5 days' time. Good tackling back by Riyad. Mane penalised on that far side. So the final of this competition, that's going to take place in the Western region. And the final took place in the East 12 months ago in Singapore. It's still to be announced where the final will happen. Up by Gannon. Gets the ball back to Dumboya. Islam Yassin waiting to come on, the Egyptian, for Al Ahly. It's only going to be a matter of a couple of minutes for him by the looks of things. Tui with a long crossfield diagonal ball. A little bit too long, unfortunately, from his perspective for Riyadh. And Doumbouya is going to be the man who will make way. Islam Yassin will replace him.
Player number 24, Ahli, is replaced by player number 3, Islam Yassin. تبديل لفريق الأهلي القطري خروج اللاعب رقم 24 أمينو.
Yassin was an unused substitute in the quarter-finals. This is his fourth appearance in the competition this season. So Ahli heading for their first defeat in the AFC Champions League 2 this term. And we've got a minimum of 4 minutes to be played at the end of the 90. And from an Ahli perspective, they'll be hoping those 4 minutes go as quickly as possible. Had enough hurt inflicted on them tonight with the 5 goals they've conceded. But to reiterate, I think they've played their part in a thoroughly entertaining match, and I'm not sure 5-1 is a wholly accurate reflection of the contest that we've seen. They have had their opportunities, Al Ahly. They haven't taken them, and Al Nassr have been thoroughly ruthless at the other end. They've also defended well, the team from Saudi Arabia, when they've had to. And this will be their 19th win in all competitions in a row. They've been an absolute juggernaut this season. That man there scored in the quarter-finals, and he's got 26 goals in all competitions this term, 24 in the Saudi Pro League, 1 in the Saudi Super Cup, and 1 against Al Wasl on Sunday. Ronaldo's won virtually everything there is to win in the game. Is he going to add the AFC Champions League 2 medal to his bulging trophy cabinet, I wonder? We'll find out that on the 16th of May. Al Nassr fans singing, chanting, they're happy, they're waving some flags. You see them at the top of your screen now coming into view. Free kick conceded by Gannon. Nassr came here for the quarter-final. Thoroughly outplayed side whose home ground this is, Al Wasl, on Sunday. We've had another comprehensive win here this evening. Al Ahly have played their part in an excellent match. Al Ahly, for their part, well, they beat Al Hussein of Jordan in the quarter-final, also on Sunday. But tonight's match has just been a step too far for them. Mane making a run and picking up the scraps. Can he make it 6? No, he can't. Great goalkeeping. Badrulin off his line and smothering the attempt from Mane to lift it over the goalkeeper as he dived. That really would be rubbing salt into the wounds there for Al Ahly if that had gone in. A tremendous bit of work from Badrulin to come off his line and make that save. Matter of seconds remaining now. Referee checks his watch. and brings proceedings to a conclusion. So it's Al Nassr on the way to the final of the AFC Champions League 2, where they'll play Gamba Osaka. They've come out of things this evening with a comprehensive victory by 5-1. They went a goal down when Siku Yansane scored after 11 minutes, and that was after Al Ahli had missed a penalty when Draxler had his efforts saved by Bento, but then back-stormed the side from Saudi Arabia. They were level within a minute. The first of 3 goals for Kingsley Coman on the night. He also had a goal ruled out for a foul. Angelo was on the mark as well, and the final goal for Al Nassr was scored by the substitute Abdullah Al Hamdan after excellent work from Angelo. Victory then for Al Nassr. 19 wins in a row for them in all competitions. They've been thoroughly dominant in the AFC Champions League 2 and deserve their place in the final. They've scored 33 goals in this competition in 10 matches. Wonderful entertainment they've given once again this evening. Al Ahli have played their part too, but in the end the scoreline looks very one-sided indeed. All over then at the Zabeel Stadium in this semi-final in the West region of the AFC Champions League 2, and it is finished. Al Ahli Doha 1, Al Nassr of Saudi Arabia 5. We hope you've enjoyed the entertainment. Good night.